Now we are going to examine the causes of cancer. Okay, what could be the causative agent behind cancer? What are the various agents in environment around us or within our body which could lead to transformation of cells to neoplastic cells? So we come across a term, neoplastic cells. In the previous lesson where we got introduced to the cancer, we said that tumor is formed. Tumor is formed by these neoplastic cells. The composition of tumor is neoplastic cells. Which are neoplastic cells? Those which have lost the ability of contact inhibition. They are termed as neoplastic cells, and these neoplastic cells, they proliferate without any restriction. Okay, they keep on increasing in number, they proliferate, their proliferative capacity automatically increases and they increase in number. Now these neoplastic cells, if they start moving from one place to another, that condition is known as metastasis. So before we come to the causes of cancer, I want you to understand these two terms and learn them if you can. Okay, what is metastasis? Metastasis is when the malignant or the benign tumor gets converted to the malignant one, or it becomes cancer, that is known as metastasis. So when does a tumor become cancer? When metastasis takes place. When does a normal cell becomes neoplastic? When contact inhibition is lost. And how do they become? There are certain causes that are responsible for cancer in human body. First one, before I start with it, is tobacco. The people who smoke, they are prone to cancer more than anyone else. It is like sitting in a volcano. If you are smoking, you are bound to have lung cancer because tobacco smoke contains lots and lots of carcinogens. The carbon monoxide that the smoke generates has the ability to trigger the carcinogens. Now what are carcinogens? Gens is coming in the end, that means that which is causing carcino effect, that is cancer causing agents. So carcinogens are cancer causing agents. There are many cancer causing agents, but we are going to consider the first one, that was tobacco, as I told you. The first category of carcinogens is radiations. UV, gamma and high energy radiations could be responsible for bringing about change in the DNA of the cells. When the DNA of the cells is altered, there is a possibility that they lose their contact inhibition, and radiations are responsible for causing of cancer. So we must avoid high energy radiations, that is gamma rays. Then we have the example of X-rays, we have the example of radioactive rays. We should avoid those because they have an irreversible effect on DNA content, and that could be responsible for neoplastic transformation of the cells. The second type is of viral genes. There are certain genes of viruses which have the ability to make the cells undergo neoplastic transformation. You must have heard about HPV, human papilloma virus, and the people in India, due to unhygienic conditions, the females who stay in India, they have, because of this virus, incurred in many cases the cervical cancer, that is the cancer of uterus that they have. You would find many cases of females suffering from this cancer because of infection by HPV. Apart from that, we have the example of hepatitis B. Those who drink alcohol regularly, they are also quite prone to cancers, and that is if it happens that they are infected with hepatitis B, they are bound to have cancer of liver. So viral genes also have a tendency to bring the neoplastic transformations in the cells. Apart from this, we have the example of proto-oncogenes. Now, what about those people who are having most healthy lifestyle? They can also have cancer. Like I had watched a movie where a person was crying that my relatives never smoked, they never drank, still they got cancer. What about those cases? Those cases were of the proto-oncogenes which are inherent inside the cell itself. Okay? Inside the cell, these proto-oncogenes, they get oncogenic modification. Now what is oncogenic modification? Due to some genetic change, these proto-oncogenes which have the capability of becoming cancerous oncogenes get changed, though carcinogens would be there and the person becomes prone to cancer, and soon the tumor might get converted to cancerous condition. So these are the various cancer causing agents, categorizing them according to radiations, viral genes and proto-oncogenes. Apart from that, we have certain lifestyle activities which are responsible for producing carcinogens inside the body. As I told you, smoking is one of them, drinking alcohol is one of them, alcohol consumption. Those who suffer from AIDS, they can also have cancerous developments. Hormonal changes are also responsible for cancerous development. Then nowadays it is said that even plastic is responsible for development of cancer. Cow's milk is responsible for development of cancer. So we need not to get into those details. We just have to keep in mind that these are the categories by which the neoplastic transformation of the cell would take place, and it would take place at DNA's level. Only if the DNA is altered, then the cell loses its contact inhibition ability. That means this is dealing with the genetic composition of the cell, and genetic composition can be altered if the carcinogen goes well inside the cell, and whatever we have discussed over here, they have a lot of ability to go inside. And I am repeating again, alcohol and cigarette smoke has a lot of ability to make the normal cells lose their contact inhibition ability and become neoplastic.